Hi everyone! I'm excited to share a new project that I am going to be working on in 2021, and that's using this MemoryDex from Heidi Swap. I'm going to be starting a MemoryDex Monday video series where I'll be sharing some process videos making MemoryDex cards, so I hope you'll all enjoy. Before I get started, I thought I'd share these products that I got with the MemoryDex. So the MemoryDex itself I got from Amazon, and the reason why was because scrapbook.com, which is where I purchased the rest of the accessories, didn't have the white version, and I wanted the white one specifically, so I got that one from Amazon. These stoppers came separately as well. They're just kind of like silicone feet that hook onto the wheel to prevent the pages from sliding too far back and from sliding down. And I also got a couple of die sets. So these two dies came in one set and these two dies came in one set. And they're both used to cut cards into the MemoryDex shape. So I just wanted to let you guys know as well about this set. If you cut it just this way with the pattern paper facing up, then you'll get the right-sided tab, but if you cut it and then you flip the page over, then that's how you get the right-sided tab. So you have like a total of 3 tabs that you can make. And then in addition to that, I also got a punch to punch out that shape because I might not necessarily be wanting to make MemoryDex cards that are either of these sizes. So the purpose for getting this MemoryDex was so that I could make I've titled it A Few of My Favorite Things. This is using the Cocoa Daisy New Chapters collection for January 2021. And what I'm intending on doing with this is to store pictures of some of my favorite things. So things that spark joy, things that I'm enjoying, and hopefully by the end of this I'll have a bunch of cards to flip through, and it will bring me joy. And these are things that are kind of like a bit more like smaller things that I wouldn't necessarily spend like a whole page of my traveler's notebook or of my Citrus Twist Life Crafted album documenting. So if you'd like to find out how to create these cards, then just keep watching. So here I'm using the pattern papers from Cocoa Daisy's New Chapter collection, and I've pre-cut some MemoryDex cards using the die sets. And I'm going to be creating my title page first. So I wrote up my title, a few of my favorite things, on some scrap paper, just so that I can count the number of letters, so I can make sure that they're going to fit across that card. I have noticed, because this is like a lot narrower than what I'm used to working with, that I have to be careful about what types of things I include on here. So I'm also using these alphabet stickers to spell out my title, and these alphabet stickers come in the planner add-on kit. The embellishment that looks like an arrow is one of the adhesive back die cut pieces that came in one of the memory keeping kits. And the bird embroidery patch comes from the classified planner kit. So I'm just going to be using some scraps that were left over from my planner setup video, including that blue strip there, as well as some die cut pieces. Some of them are from the planner kits and some of them are from the memory keeping kits, and just creating a bit of a layered look here. I might at some point in time add 2021 to that yellow label that you see there. Just depends on whether I'm planning on creating a new title card for every year that I'm doing this MemoryDex project. I am planning on doing like 3 to 5 MemoryDex cards per month, so it won't be every week that I'm going to be adding to this MemoryDex project, just whenever I feel like something particularly sparks joy or if I'm feeling particularly inspired. And I'm just adding a few glitter enamel dots that came in the memory keeping kits, just for a bit of sparkle and to balance out the purple and the pink from the heart down on the opposite corner. For this card, I'm documenting my love for this new Harry Potter stamping block that I got from the Sassy Club, and it is so awesome. You should definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description box down below. One of the things I found with the Instax printer, which is also new as of this month actually, is that first thing I noticed is that the exposure tends to be a lot brighter on the photos that are printed out from the Instax. So I'll have to play around with the lighting on my photos next month and see how I can improve that. And another thing that I noticed is that they all have this white strip on the bottom. I think people usually write like a date or something on that, but it's I just need to get used to maybe having something on the bottom to balance that part out and fill in that blank spot. One of the things I enjoy about this MemoryDex project is that I can add as much bulk to the cards as I want. Not like my albums where if you add too much bulk, then the album literally does not shut. So on the 3 MemoryDex cards that I'm going to be creating today, I'm going to be adding this wooden embellishment piece that looks like scribbles, and this came from the Cocoa Daisy Modern Memory Keeping Kit. And I'm also noticing that the MemoryDex cards, because they are a lot smaller, it's hard to fit like a full Instax card photo onto these cards. So I overlapped it over the holes a bit, but found that the Instax actually, the photo can't punch very well. So I just cut through the slits with my scissors there, and that was fine. And here I'm just finishing up my card with a couple of chipboard pieces from the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. Moving on to my next card, you can barely see the picture on here, but I've been collecting the Chinese New Year Zodiac Starbucks gift cards every year since they first came out, and so now I have 10 of them, and it's so nice like every February and January to lay them out and look at all of the different animals that I have there, so I just thought I'd take a picture of that. Here I'm just trying to decide what type of pattern paper I'd like to fill out that bottom right corner there. On the Cocoa Daisy Facebook fan group, every month they come out with wallpapers that you can use for your phone. And what I do is I take those wallpaper files and I actually print them out so that they can be used as pattern paper as well. So I'm just adding a strip of that, as well as a strip of washi tape that came in the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. The adhesive that I'm using to glue these wooden embellishments down is called Gina K Connect Glue, and I like that it can be used on wooden embellishments. I do prefer liquid adhesive for things that are not paper, and it does tend to stick very well, and it has a very fine tip, so I was able to get glue on all those individual scribbles. The puffy bird stickers are from the main planner kit, and I added one of those to the bottom right corner, and that finishes up my card. For my last card, I have a photo that I took during the Treasured Memories virtual crop that I actually the crop was actually happening while I was filming this video. So I just took a picture of the screen. They were doing a demo on distress ink blending. One of my favorite parts of the virtual crop is that they always have challenges that we can participate in and potentially win prizes. So the challenge that I was making this project for was to make a project with something new. So that's why I wanted to do the MemoryDex cards as well as use my Instax printer, because both of them are new to me this month. And I'm just using some of the same elements that I used for the previous cards. So another one of those wooden scribble embellishments, as well as a circle embellishment in the center. I did add some alphabets to the bottom of that Instax photo that just says Zoom. because that's how we have our virtual crops. And some more pattern paper to brighten up the page a bit. And that pretty much finishes up the final card. I am going to add a bit of journaling to the backs of all of these cards off camera as well, just because I'm going to be doing that on my typewriter. Just adding all of my cards to the MemoryDex and flipping through them to see if anything else needs some embellishing. And I do decide to add another bird puffy sticker onto this last card there. Alright, so here are my completed cards that I've put on the MemoryDex. So there's the title page, there's the picture of my Sassy Club stamping block, and I've just added journaling to the back of all of these cards as well, just using some typing from my typewriter, and then I cut the strips, cut the typing into strips so that I could glue them onto the MemoryDex cards. Here's the one about my Starbucks gift cards, and about our crafty virtual crop session. And I put them this way with the journaling facing, like if you look at just one card, it will appear that the journaling is upside down if you flip it. But this way, when you're going through the cards, then the journaling will be the right way facing up. And I'm hoping that once this fills up a bit, then it will kind of stay more facing straight forward and not flop down as much. So we'll see how that works. If you liked this video, then I'd appreciate a thumbs up down below, and make sure you subscribe for more process videos. Thanks for watching.